Listen up. Hands up. Let's go get our hands up.
Hands up!
Hands up.
I'd like to just say two words of introduction. In today's Daf Yomi, which is something I recently did a year and a half ago, I started learning the Daf Yomi in memory of my father. In today's Daf Yomi, we read that there's a special prayer that you say when you walk into the Beis Medrash, and a special prayer that you say when you walk out of the Beis Medrash. And I was wondering, I understand why you have to say a prayer when you walk into the Beis Medrash, that you make sure that all the learning that you do is the right learning, that you say the right thing, that you get the right shot, that nobody misunderstands what you say. But why do you have to say a prayer when you leave the Beis Medrash? And perhaps we could explain that the reason why you have to say a prayer when you leave the Beis Medrash, yes, the Gemara says you're thankful for the fact that you had the privilege, but you want to make sure that the influence of the Beis Medrash carries with you even when you leave the yeshiva, even when you leave the Beis Medrash. In the yeshiva Chachmei Lublin, famous yeshiva Chachmei Lublin, so on the wall, on the door on top of the yeshiva, on the door on top of the on the top of the door of the yeshiva, it had the pasuk L'chu vanim shimuli yiras Hashem alamedchem. And they asked Rav Meir Shapiro, who started the Daf Yomi, why'd you put that pasuk on top of the door of your yeshiva? And he said, because I'm not worried about what my students are going to do in the Beis Medrash. I'm more worried, L'chu banim shimuli. When you leave the door, I want you to listen. I want you to take the lessons of the Beis Medrash and take it outside. L'chu vanim shimuli yiras Hashem alamedchem. Our yeshiva, as everybody knows, as you all know, is a yeshiva that prides itself that not only do the Torah's laws and values and morals dictate what we do in the Beis Medrash and in the Beis Knesset, but the Torah's values also dictate how we are in our science classes, how we are in our math classes, and how we play ball. And the fact that we believe that Judaism is a vibrant, enjoyable, positive thing, and ball playing is an important part of being a Jew, and having a good time and enjoying life is an important part of being a Jew, as long as you do it in the right way, the way a Jew does it, which means the way you speak on the basketball court, the words that come out of your mouth on the court, how you treat your opponent on the court, that you're respectful of your opponent. You play hard, you play to win, but you are respectful. So the Jewish values, today's Daf Yomi teaches us that when you leave the Beis Medrash, you say a tefillah that the same values that I have in the Beis Medrash are my values on the basketball court, are my values in life. And one final point, and then we will play the inaugural game. One final point. In this week's parsha, we read about the Korban Pesach, and the Korban Pesach was the first time that the Jews had to do something as a family. Ish leveis avos, sel leveis avos, sel abayis. The sheep was done by family. You couldn't eat the Korban Pesach by yourself. You had to eat it with a group, with a family. Our yeshiva has always been about being a family and about being a community. And this would not have happened. This basketball court, the extension to our building, would not have happened if there weren't members of our yeshiva community that understood what it means to be part of a community. There are plenty of people who contributed to this campaign that no longer have kids in our yeshiva, and many of the parents were worried not only about their own kids, but about that the whole community, everyone should have a place to play ball, a place to learn in the right way, and to have enough classrooms and enough space that our yeshiva should be able to function. So I know that all of you join me in thanking all of the people who gave money to make sure that we would be allowed to have this particular court. This is only step one, and we hope that the building will proceed on time and be ready by September. And of course, we also want to thank Richie Hagler, our executive director, who spearheads all that we do here, and Chaim and the whole crew that was involved in making this court happen. And we hope that this will be the first step, and we will go Mechael al Chayil to continue to see our yeshiva develop and grow and be successful. That was very well. Break his ankles.
Drop it. Ron, I'll give you $20 if you drop it. Worth it.
Game 5. What's the game on here?
Whoa! That's $5 umbrella.
That's all.
Hands up, hands up! And
Or 3, yeah, interesting. No.
win by 2. No. Big time, or oxygen, one of the double rim. Double rim.
This is Kowalski's game.
From there.